Welcome to today's flow. My name is Tate and I will be your guide. So for today's props, you have the option of using some blocks if you want. That can be helpful to bring the ground a little bit closer. You can use a yoga strap as well as an extension of the arms. So we are going to go ahead and get started at the top of the mat. And just allowing the hands to ground down on the heart here. Sensing into your physical body. Grounding down through all four corners of your feet. And climbing the length of the spine, nice and tall. Let's broaden out through shoulders. And then allow the hands to rest by your sides. We'll start with Sun A salutation. Inhale, arms float up, gaze follows. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, bend the knees if need be, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees or shins or thighs, making a 90-degree angle with the body here. Shoulders press back, heart comes forward, neck is neutral. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step it back to plank. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, lower all the way down, or lower knees, lower down. Inhale, up dog, hug elbows in towards the ribs. Engage through navel, engage through glutes, maybe knees lift up. Squeeze shoulder blades together. If there's compression in the low back, skip up dog. Try a cobra. Pressing down through hands, elbows hug into ribs, pressing down through hips, lifting up through chest. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. We'll rest here for 3 rounds of breath. Child's pose, you can spread the knees nice and wide. Big toes can come together to touch. Rest the arms and forehead out on your mat. Option 2, downward facing dog. Spread fingertips nice and wide. Hips come up and back. Take gaze to navel, in between feet. We'll take 1. Exhale, sigh it out. 2. Belly breath in. And 3. Next, inhale, find your way to downward facing dog. If we're not there, take the gaze towards the top of the mat. Step, float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slow to rise, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, arms come down, mountain pose. We'll take another round, linking breath with movement. Inhale, arms reach, gaze floats. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, plank. Lower knees or all the way, hinging forward. Exhale, lower down, elbows into ribs. Inhale, up dog or cobra, squeezing shoulder blades together, navel pulls in. Exhale, 3 rounds of breath in downward facing dog or child's pose. Beginning to move into Ujjayi pranayama. Breathing in and out of nose. As if we were to fog up a mirror through the back of the throat. I think of Darth Vader. Inhale through nose. Exhale, fog up a mirror. Swirling the breath at the back of the throat. You got it. Breath in. Foggy breath out. One more, breathing into the sides of the lungs, backside body. And exhale. Inhale, finding your way back to downward facing dog. Next, inhale, gaze forward, step it forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slow to rise, everything lifts up. And exhale, arms come down. Taking a second here to just let the arms flop out here. No rhyme or reason to it, just letting the body kind of rinse any residual tension out. Finding a little sway. Letting breath settle. And for our short sequence here, we will find a balancing pose. We'll find warrior 3. Stepping down on your left foot, bending through that left knee. I'll pull up my pants so you can see my pelvic floor here. Okay. We're going to take our gaze forward, not directly down. We're going to begin just by lifting up. So the pelvic floor is like a bowl. Imagine the tailbone swooping under, engaging through the core here. Hands to heart. Nice and strong through that standing leg. Flex through the right foot as we kick it back. Dropping forward, balance can be quite a concept. Find the anchor of your breath. You got it. Square off through hips. And one more breath. Exhale, plant the right foot down. We'll find a warrior 1. Inhale, arms reach up and wide. Exhale, cartwheel, arms down, back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Elbows hug into ribs. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Pull navel in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a full cleansing breath in. You've got it. And exhale, let it go. Option here to take it or leave it. Perhaps the left hand reaches for right ankle, taking the gaze over to right foot, finding a little twist, maybe gazing underneath the right armpit. Breath in and breath out. Left hand comes forward, twisting opposite direction. Right hand reaches for left ankle, gazing underneath left armpit. Take it or leave it. Full breath in. And cycle it out. Inhale, gaze lifts, hand follows. Step it forward, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to find a warrior 3 on the right. Grounding down through right foot. Hands to heart. Pressing back through left foot. Flexing through foot. Dropping forward. Pull navel in. Find a steady gazing point. Breath in. Neck is neutral. Breath out. One more. You've got it. Breath in. And exhale, planting left foot down. Warrior 1 on the opposite side. Inhale, arms reach, full body stretch. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, cartwheel, arms down. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Breathing into belly. Sinking heels down to the mat, imagining the hip bones are lifting up and back in space. One more round of breath. And then coming down to the mat, lowering knees down, we'll find a tabletop here. Angling our hands out slightly, finding any intuitive movements. You can scribble the hips from side to side. Take the gaze behind the shoulders, articulating through the spine. Maybe even finding some cat and cow. As we exhale, can we round through the spine, tuck the tailbone under, push the ground away. Imagine the glutes are shining down towards the backs of the knees. That's our exhale. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Squeezing shoulder blades together, send the heart forward. Elbow heads are shining forward. Little rotation. And then we'll move through a couple rounds at your own pace. Inhaling and exhaling, cat and cowing it. Exhale, inhale. Okay, and then here, sitting back up on the heels, we can tuck the toes under, finding a little toe sit. So this can be great for opening up the fascia at the soles of the feet, which can get hella tight, in my opinion. If you have a tennis ball, a golf ball, a massage ball, option to roll the fascia at the soles of the feet out, that can feel very good, especially after like a hot shower. Maybe sitting up nice and tall. Whenever you've had enough of the stretch, you can find that tabletop once again. And to reset, you may just want to slam the tops of the feet out to get some blood circulation. Make a little beat. Okay. Finding any other movements that feel good in your body. And we'll find our way to our backside body for this little yoga snack. Finding a reclined butterfly, allowing the soles of the feet to come together to touch, and the knees to stay wide like a book here. Allowing for the arms to take up some space and find a nice, comfortable position. That may be resting out wide. That may be interlacing the fingertips and bringing them to the back of the head or neck. And just observing what's alive for you in this pose. Allowing for your energy, your body to ground and settle. Softening the eyebrows, the jaw, the gums and teeth, the scalp and ears, crown of the head, nape of the neck, the throat and collarbone, extending outward to the elbows and the wrists, fingertips, extending back inward, noticing and allowing the chest, the heart, the sternum to relax. Each and every rib, the upper to middle back, the middle to lower back, the abdomen and hip flexors, all the way down the legs, settling through knees, shins, ankles, and feet. Allowing gravity to do most of the work here. You can stay here for as long as you'd like. When and if you're ready to transition out of this Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, you can bring the hands to the outskirts of the legs. And with the support of your arms, slowly bring the knees back together. Heel toeing the feet to a wider stance. Then allowing for the knees to touch. And we'll seal things up with a nice pranayama practice with the breath. We'll take a simple box breath today. So if box breath is new to you, we will find equal parts inhale, pause, exhale, pause. So everyone's breath threshold will be a little bit different. You may want to start with 2 seconds, 3 or 4. I recommend starting with 2 and then making our way up. So we'll inhale for our count of 2 seconds. Pausing for 2. Exhale 2. Pause 2. Inhale 2. Pause 2. Exhale 2. Pause 2. Inhale 2 or 3. Pause 2 or 3. Exhale 2 or 3. Pause 2 or 3. 2 more rounds independently at your own pace, perhaps moving up to 4 seconds or meeting yourself where you are with your breath. Allowing breath to come back to your baseline. Finding any other movements, and then we'll settle in Shavasana, taking up lots of space on your mat. Dropping below the current of thought.